Oh, hey, everybody. I don't even know. Okay. Hi. Again, I'm just trying to do this really quickly before the trolls wake up, and because I haven't let people know. I really okay, nice talking to you. I really I took some notes. And hi guys. I know my heart is aching too. Thank you, Leanne. And I am literally just jumping in here before the trolls wake up. So what I wanted to say to all of you is this has been hellacious, hellacious day. And yet in many ways, I think knowing some of the sequence idea. Hi, Rich. Good to see you. Um, Knowing the sequence, yet kind of fearing what a lot of people have said that, gosh, I can't even fathom Bella begging her father for her life and to stop trying to kill her. I mean, I kind of feel like nice talking to you. Oh, Madeline Catherine, thank you. Yeah, the development is that the Rusheks are going to be on Dr. Phil tomorrow. They're going to preempt the big Chris Watts thing so that they can say what they know because they got information first before. Yeah, I know, Leanne. Before Chris actually, his big thing is announced. So I just wanted to say that I'm really just here for you guys right now. And I don't mean that as any hey, I'm so great. I mean it more like just because I was feeling like, oh, this is horrifying. Anyway, I just want you all to know that I kind of wrote down a note that I wanted to just share with you all. Hi, Laura Trumbull. And my note was just about energetically speaking about this. I think that this is the piece that we need so that we can actually process and get to the spiritual ramifications of this. And I have to tell you, I know, you know what? Okay, I'm not going to look at the chat because everybody tells me not to, but I'm hoping that I don't get any trolls. Okay, so it's kind of like, I feel like the glasses are coming off, kids. Here it is. We're going to find out tomorrow. Watch Dr. Phil at, I think it's 4:00. Look it up. Watch it. He's going to have the roost checks on. Those poor people, just my crazy making from their name. And somebody just said, news is saying that Bella walked in while he was killing Shanann. That is actually what the breaking news is. And I just want to say, energetically speaking, what we can learn from this and who we've become as a result of it. Because, getting truth bumps. Okay. Who we've become as a result of what's been happening. Okay. We've had this piece of the puzzle missing. And I think that knowing the sequence, once we know the sequence, because one of the things that people don't realize, and this is a lot of people going, oh, you've got to let this go. It's not about letting it go. We can't, because who we have changed as a result of this crime. I mean, I think that's what I need to say to all of you is we're not the same. And tonight aren't we think about this. Aren't we past the term narcissist right now? Aren't we past all the labels? The reality is this is just a guy who killed his wife and his child witnessed it. And so, all the suppositions and it was kind of like digging and digging and digging and finding out. I know. Who just said that? American Jojo. Yeah. We'll never be the same again. Good. My thing is working. I can actually get rid of baby Ziz. Good. I have a filter now that's working. So Okay, good. Aren't we I'm so glad you said that, Cole. We really are past the labels right now because we had to label it something. Do you notice we always have to name something so we can claim it? So you name it so you can claim it. That's kind of how it works. And now that we can name the sequence, and we're going to know so much more by tomorrow after Dr. Phil. And then we're going to get, I mean, I feel like, oh my gosh, can I be honest? This is more suspenseful than Christmas morning. I hate to say that. I mean, it's obviously a horrifying thing, but yeah. Yeah, I think Cole said labels have been used, but label is monster. I don't even think I can fathom that word right now. It's like, I don't know if you were, I kind of wrote down something that I said the other day about, this is kind of like, what is it? It's the guy. It's another thing of like the guy in the sidecar without a driver, right? It's like, what's going on here? There's like, it's like, this is crazy. And now that it's starting to come together, hi Angie. Now that it's starting to come together a little bit more, I think we're going to have some solid ideas of how to process this. And I think that's what I'm trying to say, is that a lot of us have put a lot of labels on this. We've kind of, jumped in and went, oh, this is the order of stuff. I know I did. And it was kind of like, it was, honestly, it was like, Mr. Mustard in the library with Chris Watts. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it was just, we were like, what? And so now we're getting a clearer picture. And I'm just really glad that they are giving the Ruscheks a chance to speak first on Dr. Phil tomorrow. And that really, I hate to say that, but that warms my heart when I say that. And I know I'm making faces, but it's like, I just want to be able to say that, I wanted to say, Jill just said, we're all guilty, just trying to make sense of it. I think I want to say that, and let's take this on as, I love that Jill said that. I want to say, what if we're not guilty? What if we're just so, I want to say in some ways, I'm really embarrassed by my response to this in some ways. Like, when I say embarrassed, and I don't even know if that's the right word, but it's more like, it's just this, I think, I feel a little lost. I feel like now suddenly it's almost like, how you get bits of a story, like, oh, so-and-so did this and so-and-so did that and so-and-so did that. And all of a sudden the story comes together and you start to realize in some ways this is just one of the dumber things I've heard. Like, he just literally lashed out and killed her. But I kind of really feel it was premeditated. So I'm really interested in hearing what Shanann's family has to say. I'm interested in hearing Dr. Phil on it, because he has been really lovely about this. And I really just feel like, this has been a journey for me, because this case outed me to talk about true crime, which has been something that has driven me for a long time. And I used to play softball with some of the detectives in New York, and I was always fascinated to listen to their cases. I wanted to just share a couple thoughts, and I'm really hoping I can. All right, I'm kind of watching if you guys see a troll, just report them. But I'm going to try and do this before they wake up, because they're in their like little troll cave. The troll cave. We don't want to wake them. All right. I think we don't know how yet to take what we like and leave the rest from comments. I think we're in the place of lashing out because we don't know. And I think when we don't energetically know what's going on, we lash out. It's the same thing if you look at bullies. They bully when they don't know what to do. So I think we've been kind of, crawling at each other in some ways, because it's got our emotions so high, and we're kind of like, no, that's not the truth, because we don't know what's going on. And I think that when this happens, we get, I think bullying is, like I said, it's when we're afraid. And I think there's been a lot of inappropriate anger in this case, and I think it's been inappropriate because we've lashed out, and that's a big part of it. I want to say something else, which is that I think we've all wanted to know what was behind the curtain. Do you know what I mean? Remember The Wizard of Oz? Like, we've been on this journey, and it's kind of been like in a clown car, right? We've been on this journey going, what's going on with all these people? And their lives are just being tossed in the air like a salad, right? It's like this crazy salad. And they're landing into this bowl. And yeah, and I was going to say too, I'm glad that this was mentioned. It's like this crazy salad bowl that's called premeditation. And I think we're finding out the pieces that I wonder about all of this. I wonder if he was subconsciously planning it. So it'll be very interesting. And I really feel like there's not much I can say energetically about it in terms of I want to now wait so that we can process this experience, because I don't want to really give you, like, I don't want to, how can I put it? I don't want to put any embedded commands, so to speak, about like my hit or anything, because I'm in shock. And I think we're all a little stunned. And so I think we just need to have that space around it. And yes, the news is reporting that Bella actually walked in on her father strangling her mother and said, "What are you doing to mommy?" And we don't know her last words yet. Apparently, we're going to hear it tomorrow on Dr. Phil. So, hi, Lena. Let's see. Oh, so what I was talking about in The Wizard of Oz, like the crazy, like the scarecrow and all this. And you get to the end and it's like, the amazing Oz. And it's like behind the curtain is like this like little guy that's kind of like, oh, yes. And he's kind of like in a way, a bumbling idiot, So it's kind of like, I mean, Oz is kind of a cool thing, but when you think about it, the things we build up to be this mighty powerful. And I think the deeper ramification of this crime is that we have been, and I say we because we've been kind of attacking each other, right? I always say what you mean what you say, but don't say it mean. And this whole culture of bullying, I think, is going to come to a head on all this. So let's wait, and let's just wait. I know it's, kind of like, but I'd like to just send out some blessings and some prayers to Shanann's family tonight. I really want to, I really would like to see us be that kindness. I was talking to my publisher today and I was saying, I'd really like to see something around be sweet. Why don't we just be sweet to each other? I say that to my dogs all the time, be sweet. And then they sit down, and it's like, I think that we have seen this thing come to a crescendo with the way we've talked to each other. Shut up, you don't know, blah, blah, blah. And even some beautiful people in the feedback. And by the way, please give this video a like, or if you hate it, dislike. Okay. Hi, Leila. Oh, good to see you. Thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate it. That means a lot to me. So please give it a thumbs up if you like the video. It actually helps YouTube creators, and that's something that, and share. There we go. Share. That's going to be my t-shirt. Let's say, okay, here's what I want to say to you. This is one of the big lessons that I wrote down today. And I wrote down, and I have a bunch of lessons that I feel that I've come, we've learned, and I know I've learned, and I'll be sharing that in a video, another video. But the one that came out that I wanted to share tonight with everybody is our personal love cannot fix or cure what's not right in another person. So if there's something really just, it's like that Rubik's Cube that can't be solved, no way. If that's what's going on with someone, we really have to be like understanding that our love can't fix it. And I think that's something that Shanann may have realized down the road. And we can't fix cray-cray. We can call people out on things and say, hey, could you behave better? And I have to tell you, in my heart, everybody, I have been so impressed with some of you on the feedback where it's like, hey, did you mean this? Is this what you're trying to say? And oh, no, I meant this. I'm sorry. I was trying to say this. And just getting clarity from each other. So remember, clarity before cruelty, okay? Clarity, clarity. Ask, ask, ask. We need to find out from one another. And I think that this case, I'm getting truth bombs, I think find out from each other what is going on in terms of, these facts that are going to be released. And I think it's going to relieve a lot of that tension so that we're all on the same page. And then we can talk about what we've learned from this in our hearts. So, and thank you, Karen Mills. I appreciate that. And my favorite, I don't know if Bella saw him kill Cece. I think he killed Bella next, but I don't know. I just have to tell you, my line of the day yesterday was someone, God bless them, they said, I mean no disrespect, but I think you have ADHD and you need to go see your doctor. And I wrote, no problem. It's like, drugs? Okay. It's like, it's just, okay. All right. Yeah, they say he killed Bella right after Shanann. That's true, Jan. Catherine Harvey, he does not want people to think he pre-planned these murders. I gotta tell you, I think Catherine Harvey's onto something, everybody. I kind of feel like it might be true. But once we get these ideas, right, then we can, because one of the things that happens is we fixate on one thing, but the truth is that what we really need to look at, I feel, ultimately, once we get these answers, then we can look at the deeper things. I want to just stop for a minute and just say, yeah, Chris is coming up with another lie that was an argument. Yeah, I think he did kill Cece last, but it kind of makes like that kid could sleep through anything then. I mean, so I just want to really thank you for liking the video. It makes it like one of the things I want to say is that I can't condone myself the violence with violence. So I don't wish anybody harm, but I do feel like I want answers, and I feel like they're getting filled in. And I really love that Shanann's family is willing to share that with all of us. I mean, they could have just said no, but for some reason they're sharing it. And I have a feeling that it's going to open up a lot more information for us. Why would it matter if he planned or not? Well, Carrie Lynn, I think one of the reasons that it may matter is that he may be trying to get away with, it wasn't murder one. I didn't plan it. I don't think so. Kim Hawkins, you rock, girl. Yeah, thank you for your message. I did get it today. I'm just like so overwhelmed with some of the stuff I'm trying to get done. I'm at a conference for the next 2 days, but I will be coming home at night and probably, that. Rich, thank you. I watch Dr. Phil tomorrow, but I enjoy your intuitive energy. Thank you. Yeah, I probably do have ADHD. Here's the funny thing about these kinds of things. So, it's like somebody said, well, are you worried that person said that to you? I go, well, maybe they're right. I don't know. Because sometimes I get very overzealous and people can mistake things, right? So I don't know, maybe I have it. So I messaged my doctor and I went, hey, I think I want to be tested for that. And she was like, she just said, head shaking, okay, Tori. So I was like, okay, let's see. Does anyone know at what time it'll be airing? Look for your local time with Dr. Phil. It will be airing tomorrow. I did find a video of, it looks like the Ruschek's family lawyer talking about, I was just like, it was like a 1-minute video. It comes up really short, guys. It's a trailer for tomorrow. It's a tease, and it says 4 p.m. Eastern. Thanks, Jill. And it comes up at, I think it's at 4 o'clock tomorrow. Eastern, so it should be like 1 o'clock. I always say specific time. So I guess I lived on the West Coast, and it was like, let's see, labels, generalizations, both make me think somewhere in an armchair critic. Yeah, I think that's kind of what's going on. Thank you, Connie. And I think that we just have to be, I'm going to say this is going to sound odd, but just be loving to yourself. This has been a roller coaster. And I think we're perfectly within our reasonable feelings to, and by the way, Kim Hawkins, I really want to shout out and thank you for the super chat as somebody else on the internet does this. So, but anyway, I want to just say that. And I think that I'd like to everybody to get that, I'd like everybody to really get that this has been traumatic. And, I used to say to people all the time, well, just remember, it's not your tragedy. But in many ways, this is a tragedy for all of us. And people have been messaging me and saying, well, wait a minute, this woman got murdered and these kids and all that. And I'm not minimizing other murders. I think there's something really profound about this. And honestly, I don't think we're going to know until, and a lot of us have been saying that. Don't you agree that a lot of us have been going, if we knew what was happening in that house? So I think finding out his story, their story, and then kind of coming to a place where, I'm going to be really upfront with all of you and say, I think that no matter what he says, it was premeditated. I mean, I do believe that. I think that, and however, he did so many dumb things. Literally, it's kind of like somebody, how do we know who died first? Oh, Veronica, it was just on the news today that Shanann's parents are going to break the news of what Chris Watts told the FBI, CBI, and Frederick Police Department in the interview on February 18th. That interview is going to be put out live to all of us on Thursday. However, Shanann's parents, they're super smart, they're kind of nipping that in the bud, and they're going live on Dr. Phil tomorrow and then on the 11th as well. So they'll be on both times, just so you know. Let's see. Okay. Let me just see if you, maybe there's okay. All right. Missy Shalee, I'm sorry, but you said a word that gets pushed off the chat. I've kind of not allowed certain words. I think it's kind of like F, A, S, C, and the curse words, just because I didn't want it to get into a, with us. You don't know, you're just passionate about all this. Poor baby's trying to ease his conscience. The Bible states to be truthful unless it would harm someone. That's interesting, because I think it's the same thing in the 12 steps, because I think it does say that, to make amends except when it would hurt yourself or others. So, I thought that was very interesting. Let's see. Dr. Phil Clip has got me so upset. Yeah, I just want to say, oh, thanks, Jan. I thought that was it. It's also in the 12 steps. The 12 steps are actually based on the Oxford group in New York. And it was kind of interesting when I found out the history about that. Let me just see. I don't know what Amanda said, but Amanda Howard, you said something profound because people are agreeing with you. Oh my gosh, Lori Van Dant, you are not old enough to be 36 years sober. Oh my gosh, get on this channel. You should have your own channel. I'm going to be like, yeah, that's rocking, girl. Yeah, 36 years sober. I'm getting truth bumps for you. Let's see. Don't believe that he told Shanann he wanted a divorce. He'd avoided telling her about his affair because he didn't want to enrage her. He's a coward. She died never knowing about the affair. Glam Dolly 20 just said that. I think, and I'm going to say this, Glam Dolly 20, because I think you're amazing. She is just amazeballs. Okay, but what I want to say about that is let's just trust that this is something that, for whatever reason, I don't know what it is, but it's like, I need what, it's kind of like, have you ever read a good book and you put it down and you go, where's the next one? And I hate to say that, but it's kind of like, I think that we want to know. We want to know. And you know what, for all those people out there who are going, why do you need to know? It's disgusting. It's like this. You know what? Go sit in your corner, okay? Because this corner over here, I want to know, because I want to find out what happened, because I need to be able to make sense of what I'm going to learn from this, because I feel that Shanann was here to do great things, and it may have been that her message to us, and and I want to say this, through God, through Spirit, really coming through different places, coming from Catholicism, spiritualists, whatever you want to say, coming through Christianity. All of those messages are, hey, we are in the same boat, man. We've got to start doing something to save ourselves and each other. So I think it's a big one. We need to know. This case has gotten so confusing. I agree. Melissa Costner said, all these people saying they won't watch. I say, ha. It's like, can I tell you something? It's really like, you can't turn away. That's why I don't go to horror movies, okay? Because I'm the person that goes, that person's an idiot. I can't watch this. And then I go, and I can't stop watching it. It's like, I'm the person who goes, we're just going to watch The Shining for a minute, 3 hours later, right? So I just want to ask everybody, please like the video if you like what's going on, and not going on, you know what I'm trying to say. Okay. Couple things I want to say, and then I am going to, okay. Talking about ideas. Oh, I want to say this. This is so true for us. And again, thank you, Kim. I appreciate your super chat really a lot. I want to say this because a lot of people have been calling us on this stuff, and I want to say talking about ideas is very different than false reporting. Okay? False reporting is saying this is what's going on. Talking about ideas, which is what I feel a lot of this forum is about for me, is about that we're sharing ideas with each other. We're not fake news reporting because we don't know. But I think that this is what's missing in general, is that there is these, quote, authority figures out there going, well, this is what so-and-so did. And it's like, yeah, but the same story can be told from the other way, and that's not true. So we really are in a place where nobody's telling us the truth, and we're kind of stuck with each other in terms of like, we better be nice to each other and talk to each other, because the main news, they're not telling us nothing that's like, they're not telling us what we want to know. Have you noticed that with news? We're not getting anything we need to know. It's just more tragedy, more problems, more this. But here, we're trying to solve and resolve inside ourselves what this is about for us. So the Dr. Phil show's tomorrow. I want to send all of you lots and lots and lots of love. And remember, take care of yourself so that you can take care of others. That's the point of this. We got to kind of like help each other. Catherine Harvey, you are a pistol. I love her. Let me see what she said. In his pathetic mind, it's better to have people thinking that he killed Shanann in her sleep. Why would they send the FBI all the way down there just for his lies? I think the big thing is that I want to say about this, and Chris Watts, is this. I have never in my life seen, and I know the labels, blah, 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 they're this or they're that. But honestly, I don't know about you, but like watching him lie is like this. It's kind of like it's incredulous. I mean, I'm incredulous. I can't even believe it. It's kind of going, really? Like you're sitting there lying, and they're like, well, you failed the polygraph. And he's like, oh, okay. Like, dude, hold on. What part of you failed the freaking polygraph don't you get? Like, you just like, I think that's what shocks me is I always want to believe. I always want to have that benefit of the doubt. And maybe that's where I'm kind of naive, because I don't like to. One of the things that happened to me when I was little was I went to, and I'm just saying, one place of worship. And the minute the preacher said, "And you're basically bad," I went, "I get that at home. I don't need to come over here and get that." And I was just done because we struggle with enough, don't you think, in our lives? I mean, don't you want to be in a place where we're supporting each other? I know I do. Yeah, Beth. Yeah, Leanne, I got to tell you, I was a little, I like some of what the way Duty Ron, kind of talks about police procedure. I think that's kind of interesting. But when it comes right down to it, let's see. If you're bad, I must be Ted Bundy. I don't know what that means. Oh, are you referring to? Okay. Hi, Michelle. Good to see you. Yeah, I'm very naive in the aspect. Alana Patterson said, I'm very naive in the aspect of believing everyone is good and that they have good intentions. I've always been that way. I am too. And I want to believe that, because the truth is I grew up with such chaos that I'd rather now think that the world's a better place. And I think it is in many ways. I think there's a lot of, you know what? There's a lot of you guys out there, and that's what we need to multiply, right? So I really want to say that. Catherine Harvey just said, you're right. If you've ever dealt with a pathological liar, it's easy to be fooled. Yeah, you know what? I'm that person too. It's like when I caught somebody cheating, I kind of went, oh, okay. And I left. Like, I believed they were cheating, it was like, and then it was like, wait a minute, you're supposed to beg me to give up such and so. I go, oh, no. Once a cheater, always a cheater. Bye. Like, that was like, yeah, he is a disturbed child, Susan S. Brilliant. Oh my God, isn't that terrible? Chalky. I want to say, I don't know. I'm going to call you Chalky because I don't want to say the other stuff. But Chalky just said, it feels like Christmas Eve. Doesn't that suck? I hate to say that, but it is that kind of like, I know this is kind of odd, but I feel excited because I feel like I'm finally going to be able to piece some things together. And I think where I got that the girls were killed first was when Graham Coder, the FBI agent, said, I think you killed the girls first and then waited for Shanann. And now finding out a slightly different order, I think that it's going to just give me a little bit more solace, but I also want to listen very closely to how the FBI and the CBI ask questions. So I would like to actually read that transcript when we get it and kind of see what it says. And yes, I am going to be moving on to some other crimes. I hate to say that, I promise. Let's see. Gail Howard, what is Adderall? It might be called something different. Okay, Adderall is a controlled substance. And it is a controlled substance that if you actually have ADHD, see, I did my research, Gail. If you have ADHD, it is believed to not be addictive. If you do not have ADHD and you take Adderall, it is believed to be very addictive. Now, what it does is for those who have it, it helps us focus in on what's in front of us so we don't like lose track of things. And that's the idea of it. It's very hard to diagnose. It's not simple. There's a bunch of different tests. And personally, I have done some of them and they've come back that I haven't. But I think that we're all armchair psychiatrists now. So, if someone says to me, I think you got that, I go, oh, okay, do you think I have this? To my doctor. And she's like, probably not. But, maybe I do. Who knows? Okay. Let's see. Oh, so Adderall. Oops, I forgot to say it. Adderall helps you focus. All right. Let's see. Oh, no. LGAC 123. Your thing is hidden because of the curse word in it. But I just want to say that Adderall, he was not on Adderall. Someone commented on a post and said, I mean no harm to you, Tori. I don't mean any disrespect, but I really think you're scattered and you need Adderall to focus. You may have ADHD. Okay, maybe I do. So I contacted my doctor, and we went through this thing about what it is. Adderall is basically the basic substance that people say, that people say will help you if you have ADHD. Now, hey, anything that'll help me concentrate so I can get through my books easier, I'm fine with that. Point is, you're no more ADHD than me. Taking this med makes life worse. We don't have, I don't have it. Thank you, Gail. I love you too. Glam Dolly 20 is right a lot. She's got a lot of cool stuff to say. So, Maria said Adderall is speed. It is a form of speed, but it also, I don't know because I haven't taken it. But apparently it makes you really focus and makes you very concentrated and get more work done. So that doesn't mean I'm selling it, everybody, okay? James said, do not take Adderall. It's definitely addictive. Let's talk about addiction on another call. I wonder if CW did cocaine. I don't think he did. He had his hands full with, 2 children that needed help. I mean, they all did, okay? I don't mean that. It's an amphetamine. Oh, thank you, Maria. Adderall's in it. Chalky said, I love Adderall. Yeah, there's some people that do it recreationally. I'm not big on substances after any drug. Yeah, okay. Folks, look up doctor. Okay. Yeah, we can get into pharmaceutical another time. Here's the thing about medication, and I'm going to say this. I have nothing against better living through chemistry if people really need it. I had a friend who literally would take off his clothes and walk through the street and say he was Jesus Christ and everybody needed to come pray with him. Now, I'm not kidding. And there's a longer story with that. But basically, he was able to, he actually moved to another country so he could get the drugs he needed. And, he's solid. So, I can't judge what other people do. I can only look at how I'm behaving. And I know for me, when I have 6 espresso shots, I'm just like, I don't know, some kind of crazy whirling dervish. So maybe I did, Wow, what happened to people just being plain old scatterbrained? Thank you. Maybe if we all stopped diagnosing things and just kind of had some understanding, it would just be so much better. Because, everybody had that crazy cousin. That's the thing I love about the South is, she has that, he's a little touched. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, I know what you're saying. Okay, I'm going to, please, if you like the video, thumbs up does help me. Subscribe if you want. Because it's going to get really fun as we go on, because I'm going to be talking more about intuitive stuff, ways we can live intuitively, the beauty of true crime, all right? And this is what I think has brought us together. Aren't we all a little nuts? Thank you. Thank you so much, Beth, for that. Let's see. The beauty of true crime is, for us as people who really get into it, we need something to unite us in this time. And true crime does that. We can all agree that the criminal is evil. And I think that's what we, just can come together with. Okay. I know, first time, Heather. Great to see you, Heather's Vanity. I know who you are. It's funny, I do know people. Let's see, will you come on with this new info live? Yes, I will. I'll do some of it live. I'll do some of it pre-recorded. And I am looking into Patreon, because one of the things I'd like to do is do more of my living intuitively fun kind of stuff I do with people I'm teaching, when I'm teaching tarot or I'm teaching chakra, and some of that stuff I'd like to do on that platform, because I think it'll be more like people can choose to do some of that work or not. You can just hang out with me and when I talk about true crime. I know what you meant, Heather. Let's see. Oh my gosh, Scatterbrains Anonymous. Oh my God, that is really funny. You know what? That's going to be my first t-shirt. Okay, Susan, you're so funny. Yeah, you know what, Tara Rose, thank you. At least the criminal, what'd she say? Wait a minute. At least the criminal is more disordered than the rest of us, that's for sure. Shannon, I'm so excited you're getting the tarot cards. Okay, so I did a live on my Facebook. It's Chakra Wisdom Oracle, but that's on my Facebook page. I did a live about the cards last night. Yeah, I love mystery. It's so, oh my gosh. Can I be elected VP? No, but you can run the meetings, Amy. Scatterbrains Anonymous, she's talking about. We can't watch Dr. Phil here in the UK. Oh, that's stinkies. I'm going to be in the UK in a couple months, by the way, guys. I'm hooking up with quality people. I'm a cynic, but I'm also a big believer in intuition. We experience it here for sure. Glam Dolly, thank you. Yeah, I think that's true. Yeah, Chalky. Yeah, I like Chalky. Chalky, you cool. Can we watch Dr. Phil live with you? You know what? I want to, but I'm going to be at a conference tomorrow. So what I might do, though, I might leave early. I mean, it's just publicity. It's just a PR thing for I'm trying to learn how, meet some PR people for my new deck. Phil episode will be on YouTube within the hour of the taping. Do you know what? I can't find Dr. Phil's shows anywhere. It gets me insane because I want to see them and I haven't been able to get them. Yeah, James, I think, is in the UK. Let's see. The police picture. Oh my gosh. Jerry Jane. Is it Jernigan? Oh, I like your name, Jerry Jernigan. Sounds like a professional something or other. You're something or other, Jerry. Let's see. It seems he could have murdered before. Yeah. Oh, I know. Wasn't it? He said when his father said to him, "Did you haul the bodies off?" Haul the bodies off. I don't know about you, but my dad, he would have just looked at me and done this. Okay. You can go to cbs.com to watch Dr. Phil. Yes, you can. Wait, when did his father ask him that? When Ronnie was in the room with him, right when he confessed to his father, that's when he said that. Oh, you can subscribe. Oh, Misha Dawn. Oh my gosh, I so want to go to Italy and take some cooking classes. Wouldn't it be fun to do a true crime thing there? I think that'd be so fun. Steroids. Okay. I hate to stick up for his dad, but that's a Southern thing. Kind of is. It's like, what'd you do? Haul the bodies off? Like, yeah. I'm in the South now, but I'm still probably, a Yankee, but I love it here. Okay. Yeah, the YouTube channel only shows clips, I think. Yeah, I think you're right. I don't know, that went really quick. Where can I get your books? Okay, my books. My name, Tori Hartman. If you go onto Amazon.com, any country, really, they're available in my original, Hungarian, Russian, yes, Korean, Taiwanese, French, Spanish. I was so excited when the Spanish Chakra Wisdom, because this is not tarot, it's an oracle. So the idea is that, and the Chinese developed that hundreds of years ago, or thousands really. It came through Hindi, and I have a new book coming out on it too through St. Martin's Press here in the States in November. But it's basically just their energy meridians in our body, and it's kind of a way to tap into our intuition, and I believe center us with God. That's my belief of it. But yeah, Boston Hippie, you bet. Barnes & Noble, baby. We love Barnes & Noble. They have it on barnesandnoble.com, actually, my new one. Yeah, I am on Amazon, and they're all available for pre-order. So if you looked up this deck, the Chakra Wisdom Tarot, basically, I had a near-death experience. You know what? I'm going to do this as another thing. I'll do another broadcast on it that's specific to that, but I kind of want to, stay a little focused on that. Let's see. Too much emotion, Chris Watts. Too much emotion. Okay, Amy Harrell. Well, the interrogations actually call. Okay, got it. Thank you, Michelle. Michelle Donald, it's so good to see you. Thank you, sweet pea. My dad, yeah, my dad would slap the crap out of me. Okay, yeah. I don't know if my father would have hit me because he wasn't really a hitter, but he certainly would have said, shut your mouth. I'm getting a lawyer. So you wouldn't have got nothing. But also I would have said that right away. Lawyer. Scatterbrain Anonymous. No, I really am. Oh my gosh. When I'm on here with you guys, I am. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, if you can't promote your own stuff on here. I did a thing where if somebody tried to say, hey, follow me here, it's gonna boot you. Let me see. My dad would have gotten the charges dropped with his connections. Oh, Cole, I'm calling you. Let's see. Let the truth begin. Say it like you mean it. Mean it like you say it. Don't say it mean. That's a nice way of putting it. I like that kind of. Yeah. All right. Amy, you brought it back home of how we're all kind of, shocked. And I just wanted us all to come together a little bit as a community and just support one another. And that's really what I wanted tonight. I don't, I'm not law enforcement. I am not a therapist. I'm an intuitivist. How about that? I'm an intuitivist. I like that. That's my new one for tonight. Okay. So what we're going to do is I'm going to say to you, you know what's great about this? We can choose. We can choose. I know I'm an intuitivist. That's going to be the new t-shirt. Thank you, Melissa. So what Melissa's talking about is on if you go to the main page, the YouTube page, there's a thing across the top that says, I forget what it is, community. And if you click on that, I ask questions and people answer them. And I was saying, what do you want on my t-shirt? And I need to get somebody to design it, but you guys are going to laugh. Hold on. I wrote down, I want to have like a road. You know how they put the bumps to make people stop speeding? And I want it to say, caution, truth bumps ahead. I think that's just like, yeah. I don't know if I'm a life coach. I think I'm just like, maybe I'm partially the don't so that you can be the do. I guess that's kind of, I don't know how you keep up with all the comments. I'd be all over the place. Thank you, Kim. Isn't that funny? Kim Hawkins. Thank you, doll. Hi, Lisa Beck. And it's funny, you know what? People have been kind of criticizing me about being a little bit all over the place. And what I said to them is, hey, this is my first live. Hey, this is my second live. Hey, this is my third. And I said, I'm going to get better. I think that we're just going to get better and better and better as we go. Because one of the things I really felt from Shanann, and this is something I alluded to, I kind of got a little bit, she's dead. And you know what? I don't want her life to have gone without a lesson for me. And that lesson is don't give up. Here's this woman who had lupus. She was having her third baby. She had all kinds of stuff going on, right? But she didn't give up. This woman was selling patches and vitamins, and she was doing so well at it. I mean, I just want to say that if she can do that, I can certainly, over time, master this. I can certainly not quit. And I got to tell you, I've had some nasties on my channel that I kind of went, okay, that's it. I'm quitting. And I went, no, it's almost like Shanann really now is our soul sister. Okay. She's our spirit sister. So I just want to say that. And you know what? Let's tonight conclude this with, first of all, if you like the video, it helps me, so I would appreciate that. But let's conclude tonight with the Coach Jack Bailey, so good to see you. With the idea that Shanann gave us a gift, and we don't know what that gift is yet. We don't know 100%. We're getting pieces of it, and that's why we're really fascinated in this case, because we want to be able to know that not only is justice being served, but also that her life wasn't a waste, because none of us want our life to be a waste. And the truth is that if you're here or in some form wanting to inquire what's going on with you intuitively, spiritually, healing is possible. And I want to tell you, as my friend Mary used to say to me, oh, if you can get your shit together, anybody can. So, I was like, thanks. So, Kojak Bailey, I want to say thank you for the super chat. It means a lot to me. And let's see. I need you, Pam Walford. I'm just really, I love that. Jill, is it the PL? Okay, Jill the Plays. Shine like Shanann. I like that a lot. That's really sweet. And, let's let Shanann be our spirit sister for tonight and know that she's not only guiding us to the truth, but she's guiding us to the truth in our own lives. And so with that, I want to leave you on a wonderful note of it's going to be revealed, because there was too much goodness and innocence in those two children and in Shanann. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Do you totally believe in tarot watch? Oh, this is really, I'm going to wrap up with this. So years ago, Jeremy Piven, we used to kind of be in the same crowd, and we were in our 20s and long time ago. And he looked at me and said, do you really believe this shit you do? Meaning the card reading and all that. And I said, no, I don't believe it. I know it. I just know it. And it changed the way I saw things, because I know I believe in God. I know that I believe, and some people are going to be a little like, oh, I believe all of these. The faith is really strong in people. And I believe you have a right to have your faith. And I also believe you have a right to have your faith restored, whatever that looks like, so that you can live the kind of life that is real and not have to, fake through it. And I think, I wish just once Shanann had said to us, hey, you guys, I'm having a rough week. Because I think we would have really loved on her. You know what I mean? And I don't have that right now. I don't have my spirit sister to do that. So let's say, Beth Flores, thank you so much for the super chat. That really means a lot to me, guys. And I want to do this more. I want to be with you more. But speaking of being with you, I got to go be with my whippets. By the way, my dogs are whippets, not greyhounds. And I will see you tomorrow. I'm definitely going to try and jump on tomorrow night. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, just because, like I said, I'm at a conference, but I may even leave early, to be honest, just because I need to know what's going to happen. So yes, X straight shooter, pray for Shanann's family to begin healing. I believe she's with her babies. You know what? I think they're right by her side, kiddos. I think they're right with her. And I think she is just standing tall with them. And I think she's a united front for all of us. And I really think that this is going to be a huge breakthrough to past the idea of all of these labels we're putting on people, but just past the Me Too, past the toxic manhood, all of that stuff, to being who we are. And that's what I feel. And I think we can do it. Anyway, like my video if you like it, hate it if you hate it. I still get, recognition on it. So, Beth, again, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you for everybody who did the super chat. It really means a lot to me, and I appreciate all of you more than I can say. Have a blessed night, everyone. And look, the trolls are still sleeping. All right, be blessed. And remember, say what you mean what you say, and don't say it mean, and be kind to each other. See you tomorrow.